Hello everyone, today I'd like to share a message on how God can make a way in your life. Now the Lord is our shepherd and we are his flock. A shepherd takes care of his sheep, protects them, and knows them by their name. In the Bible, there was a man named Abraham who loved and obeyed God. Abraham was wealthy and lived a really comfortable life with his wife Sarah. The only problem was they didn't have any children. One day, God spoke to Abraham, telling him to leave his country, his people, his father, everything he had, to go to a land God promised him. Now, this isn't something that anyone can do. Abraham had to leave everything to go to a place he's never even been before. When we decide to move or go to a place, there's so many things to think about and so many worries. For example, how is the weather? How is the environment? Where are we going to stay and what we're going to do? Despite all of that, Abraham stayed obedient to God. God also had a plan for Abraham. God promised Abraham that he would make out of him a great nation, and his descendants would be blessed through him. And many great things would happen. This was huge for Abraham because God promised Abraham he would have a child, and through him, many more will come. So Abraham took his wife Sarah and nephew Lot and left. Now, when we decide to follow God, it's not always going to be easy. There will be things that we have to overcome. And that's exactly what happened to Abraham. Once Abraham reached the promised land, there was a king named Abimelech. King Abimelech took a liking to Abraham's wife, Sarah. But after King Abimelech took Sarah in, God came in his dreams, warning him to give Sarah back to Abraham. If he didn't do this, it would result in death for him. This was because King Abimelech had unlawful desires for Sarah, who was already a married woman. And God already chose Sarah, wanting to bless her with a child with Abraham. And because of this, King Abimelech returned Sarah back to Abraham. We can see that even through Abraham's difficulties, God still made a way for him. And even though Abraham didn't know how he would adapt to his new life, God provided all the things needed for him. An example is by giving Abraham more sheep and more cattle than he had before he left, more land and money. Abraham became wealthier. This was also because of his obedience to God. Abraham, it was never easy for him to follow God's instructions. But despite all of it, Abraham believed that God would look after him no matter the circumstances. Psalms chapter 23, verse 4 says, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." So even when you are suffering, when you cannot see where you're going or what's going to happen, believe that God will direct you and he will lead you through it. God will be wherever you are. God will not tell you to do something without him doing it with you. Also, I want to encourage you all to stay obedient to God in whatever situation you're in. Your obedience to God can bring you many blessings. Thank you all. May God bless you.